Welcome to the Ask Chris Real Estate Podcast with Chris Phillips from Keller Williams. A successful 20-year veteran in the Middle Tennessee real estate market with over 100 five-star reviews, Chris is known for his knowledge and integrity. Whether you're buying, selling, investing, or just curious, his insight will guide you along the way.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Ask Chris, where we bring real estate insights that help you maximize your home values and make smarter moves. I'm Chris Phillips with the Phillips Group and Keller Williams Realty, and today we've got a special someone, very special. We have Kelly here. Kelly is my wife, and she has worked with me for almost 20 years in real estate. We have been married for 26 years.
27.
It'll be 27 in May.
Yep.
So we've had a long journey in real estate, and we don't have any script today. We're just going to kind of talk a little bit about that. So Kelly, we're going to go back to when I first started in real estate. Obviously, you got into it after I did. I'd been working in it a little while, and then we thought, well, why don't we have you come on and help me since I was getting busy.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your insight when I first started. What did you think about the whole thing?
It was definitely a big switch because working for a company for pretty much my entire career, I'd always worked for somebody, so it was always a big switch to go and often work for yourself. So that made it really different.
Yeah, and we had our own schedule, but we were beholden to make sure that we met the timelines for our clients, and then also we had that constraint. A lot of people think being self-employed, we get to make our own schedule, and that's not true.
No, not at all.
There was a lot of times, even now to this day, that we're writing offers in the car.
In the car, in hotel rooms, anywhere that we can.
In the airport.
Yeah.
We even bought our house in London.
In London.
So we made an offer on the current house that we live in. We made an offer on it and bought it while we were in London. So we do it everywhere. So,
yep.
And used to, I had to handwrite them. So I had to go in, handwrite them, make multiple copies. Now you do it on.
We all do it. It's all online where everybody can even sign electronically now, so you don't have to take it to the person to have them sign it in person anymore.
So that leads me to one more thing. I was writing all these contracts, and you were doing dot loop. The whole reason that we brought you on was because it made us a better agent. And one of the things that I felt like that we were able to offer our clients was I could be very mobile while you were able to get those clerical things done, and we could be Johnny on the spot, which sometimes meant the difference between us getting a deal or not.
Yeah.
And we can fast forward to the COVID years, where you were writing 25 offers
for one client.
Yeah. And we were literally writing an offer a day, sometimes maybe 2 offers a day.
Yeah.
And those were the difference between us winning and losing several contracts, and that was a rough time. I put a lot of miles on my car that year.
Yeah, it did. It made it a lot easier when you would be at the house and you knew they wanted to make an offer on that one. You could just call me and give me, and it could be written up before you'd even get back to the back.
And they would already sign it in the driveway or wherever we needed to do it. And then the other thing is now we're advertising in all kinds of fashion, from LinkedIn to Instagram to Facebook to
TikTok.
YouTube, and now TikTok. And we never thought we would ever have a handle on TikTok, and now we do.
Yeah.
So you sit in front of the computer every day and help knock that stuff out for me and all that. And, I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for Kelly. So now let's talk about how it is to work with me.
Yeah.
This ever raging bull that's always on the go, and you're having to control this chaos and
Being
deal with
pulled
me.
in 20 directions at one time.
Yeah, and being able to handle and juggle all this stuff, because I'm not an easy person to work with, let alone work beside. So how do you handle that?
You just got to learn just to let you just run through the brick wall as you're going, and just let you run it until you just stop on there and try to catch up.
So am I really that bad?
Some days it just kind of depends on which day. You just kind of got to let it run it through. So.
Okay. Well, we've raised 4 kids while we've done this, and they've been like, oh no. we got to stop, write another contract, and
Yeah.
they've been patient with us. And
On the phone, having to, as you're on the phone, I'm sitting there swatting at them to be quiet in the back seat.
yeah. And, it's been fun though, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it makes it easier. It makes
Yeah.
us be able to spend more time
I
out
look,
doing things.
I look back to like 2006 when I started, and I got my first check. I remember it was $2,500, and that was a big deal.
Yeah.
In fact, I think we paid for one of the kids' braces with part of that money.
Probably.
And the thing about that is like, hey, this is something that we can do to sustain a lifestyle that we can enjoy and be able to pass down to our kids. Now, we move on to that. We were in Tow Bridge, and then we moved to Wall Street, and these are addresses where we moved, guys. So there is a method to my madness here. What did you think when we decided we were going to keep Tow Bridge as our first rental?
I was just kind of surprised because I didn't know. It's like how we're going to add that into our schedule and be able to manage that as well.
Were you nervous that, like, we've got 2 mortgages that we got to pay for now if the rent's not paid?
I don't think so. I always figured it would rent because it was a good house, so it would always rent. So
This is a secret of Kelly Phillips here. She never panics when I'm doing crazy stuff. I don't know why. So there's certain times, and we're going to get to this here in a second, where I've done things that she's like, "You're really doing this?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So my dream was to have rental properties so that we could have passive income, and we did that. And obviously you are the one that was the caveat to help us move into Wall Street. I never wanted to move, so it kind of forced me out of my comfort zone, which forced you out of your comfort zone because I used that as a rental. And then we fast forward, and then we bought another one. Then we bought another one, and now we own several. But then in 2021, you did something that you never thought I would do, and I went and bought a beach house.
Oh, yeah. Sight unseen over the phone.
Sight unseen over the phone in our SUV, looking at it with the real estate agent.
Yeah.
And of course, I flew down the next day and walked through it, made sure everything was fine before we finalized the deal. But we had a verbal over the phone, and now, basically 4 years later, we own that property, and it's probably our biggest pain in the butt. And we're constantly having to do things with it because it's a short-term rental. So we're learning on that edge.
Yeah, the short-term rental is a different beast to manage.
Yeah, and we've got a property manager that manages that, but we also are a little bit more hands-on because we're in the business.
Yeah.
So we know. So now looking back over that 20 years, when, did you ever think we would be here? Because I didn't.
No.
I never dreamed of this. I was just doing, and then the next thing I know, we wake up and we're here. So, what do you think? What are we going to do for our encore for the next 10 years?
Retire.
Well, I'm not retiring yet. Okay, Kelly is like preempting that, so I'm good for another 10 or 12 years.
Yeah, not yet, but we're gearing towards that area.
Right. And Kelly's always made the joke that I'll never retire, and I'll probably always tinker. I just
He'll
love
have to always do something.
I'm always doing something in real estate. So,
yeah.
All right. So now the big debate, the house.
Okay.
Our house. We had a front door. There was nothing wrong with this front door, and you changed it.
Correct.
And I lost on this. So.
Well, I will disagree. There was something wrong with it. It leaked air. Especially when it's really cold outside, when we're taping the door up to stop air from coming in, and then it's builder grade on there, and it was just ugly, and it didn't match the house and needed to be changed, so we changed it.
So it did leak. I could have fixed it. I just chose not to. I put a Band-Aid over it.
For 2 years.
For 2 years. It's pretty typical of me. Just like every mechanic, all their cars are broken. Every real estate agent waits to repair everything. So, do you like your front door?
I love the front door. It makes it look 1,000 times better.
We're going to see if we can get 2 pictures of the front doors, and so we'll let y'all choose which one do you think is the better looking door.
Okay.
I hope that they choose yours, but we'll see. We'll see. Guys, I just wanted to introduce Kelly to you. Kelly is not one to be in front of the camera, so this is really a treat for me, but one that's probably gave her a lot of anxiety today. So thanks for listening to us, and we just tell you a little bit about ourselves, so we've been here for 20 years doing this, and we love what we do. So look forward to working with y'all, and thanks for tuning in.
For answers to all your real estate questions, ask Chris at the Phillips Group, Murfreesboro, Tennessee.